Setting a buy limit order for new traders can be very confusing a lot of the times because they're wondering where am I going to put the buy limit order, sell limit order. But in this video, I'm going to share with you how I set buy limit orders, areas that I'm using to set the buy limit order with reference to Euro US dollar and analysis that I also posted as well. If you missed that, you can also check my last analysis on Euro US dollar, where I outlined this position right here and the reason that I outlined this position. So the first thing I did was to understand where price is coming to. And right there, as you can see, we have this inefficiency resting right here. So the moment price mitigated this inefficiency, I wanted to see a 30 minutes break of structure to the upside. And right here, you can see the high, a low, and then a break of structure. After the break of structure, I wanted to see a mitigation of this inefficiency. So the moment price came to this inefficiency, I wanted to see a break of structure on the 4 minutes time frame. And I'm going to use the barrier plate to take this back so it's much easier for us to see what I'm talking about. So if we go to the 4 minutes time frame, you can see after mitigating that 30 minutes inefficiency, we'll have a high, a low, and then a break of structure. This last down close candles, this is the entry position where I placed my buy limit order right there, stop loss below this low. And as you can see very nicely, price came into that position. So this is one perfect way that I use to set my buy limit orders, and you can see how nicely price came into that position, mitigated it, and then expanded to the upside. I'm also going to show you as well, if you have very busy schedules and you just don't have that time to be on the chart every single minute, how to also know key levels to realistically set your take profit positions. Now, right here, you can see we'll have this high resistance liquidity. So after price mitigated this position, the next low hanging fruit area price can easily rally to would be this key level. And this is where we could potentially see any major resistance, because this is a high resistance liquidity. Like I explained, when price comes into a high resistance liquidity, there's a high chance to see some level of rejection. Sometimes it doesn't really mean price is going to continue towards the opposite direction. Sometimes it's just going to be a resistance level. Like you can see how price came in here the first time, rejected, came in again, rejected again. So that is what we call a high resistance liquidity. And right here, we also have another high resistance liquidity. So if this right here was a low resistance liquidity, I would have placed the take profit above it because I will be anticipating for price to rally above that low resistance liquidity. But in this case, this is a high resistance liquidity, and that is why this key level is a perfect area to take profit. And this trade resulted into a 1:7 risk to reward ratio.